2.
Hi Justin, my name is Chuck Michaels and I serve as the Vice President for Recruitment Ministries for Wycliffe USA, and I'm a colleague with Michael and Julie Darr in their work in recruiting management people. I think you know that we've asked Michael to join our team as a management recruiter, but I want to share with you just for a few minutes the impact that Michael and Julie will be making in the Bible translation task. Worldwide, there's around 1,300 Bible translation projects going on, and that means we have around 12,000 people employed in the Bible translation task. While that's a lot of work going on, our vision is to complete the Bible translation task and to get at least started by the year 2025. And to do that, we need to enter several thousand more language communities. We're going to need hundreds of new workers. Well, in the last few years, we put our hand to the task of recruiting managers for Wycliffe, and Roger Gilstrap currently is helping us do that, but he's retiring in the next year. So we've asked Michael to join our team to help us do that. But in the last couple of years, we've been able to recruit 25 people to help us as managers and administrators in the Bible translation work. But the need is much larger than what we're able to currently employ and recruit. We have needs for 240 new managers and administrators around the world, and many of these are in key mission-critical positions. Right now, we're looking for 32 people that want to take on the role of field directors for our work, regional directors and associate directors for our Bible translation projects going on. Well, you can imagine with a field force of 12,000 and dealing with hundreds of millions of dollars, our need for managers to help us in the business and IT and the finance areas are very large. But in addition to that, we need people to help us manage the facilities, the food service, the transportation, and the construction projects we have going on around the world. Now, one of the new areas where we need managers is in the area of language project managers. In the past, when we did a Bible translation, we normally had one family go to one language and begin their work. But today, we're beginning to work in clusters, having 7, 8, and even a dozen languages having their translations done simultaneously. And so we need project managers to come and help us manage those Bible translation projects. Well, I wanted to share with you just a couple of the people that have joined us as managers and administrators and to talk about the impact of their work. One of the couples is William and Donna DeLine. They've joined our team recently and are living in the country of Papua New Guinea in the city of Leh. And they run a regional center for us. This city is critical because it's the place where all of our equipment and supplies come into the country, all of our food goods, and it also supports the Bible translation projects going around that coastal city. One of the executives that we recently recruited is Chris Porter. Chris and Darr come to us from California, and Chris had been managing a number of lumber yards, owner of a lumber yard chain in California, caught a vision for Bible translation, and recently joined us as the Vice President of Operations. Chris is responsible for all of the facilities of Wycliffe in the United States. And then a young couple that we recently recruited to help us in management is Jason and Carrie Diller. They're working in Southeast Asia. Jason is a linguist. He's helping translate the languages, analyzing the languages, reducing it to writing, teaching people to read and write, and then doing translation work. But his wife, Carrie, is helping us as an associate director for the language work going on in Southeast Asia. Some of the more recent recruits that we've had in management are Todd and Kathleen Lindley. Todd's been running a Christian bookstore in Portland, Oregon, caught a vision for Bible translation, and is on his way raising his support right now to head to the country of Papua New Guinea, but to live up in the highlands and to manage a small commissary for our workers that are doing translation work there. And they're going to be joined by Michael and Jenny Guy. This is a couple coming to us from Pennsylvania. Michael's running a warehouse, and he's going to be joining the Lindleys and helping run that store at Ukarumpa. Why the big need? Papua New Guinea has 300 Bible translation projects that need to be started. Well, my wife and I spent 15 years in management in Papua New Guinea, and this is the Uri-Andani New Testament. It took 20 years of labor, work, to complete this New Testament. My wife and I were privileged to go to the dedication of this New Testament back in 1985. One of the great joys in this language community is 7 years later, my wife and I were able to go back and to be part of the opening of the first Christian church in the Uri and Dani language community. Well, that's why Michael and his wife Julie have joined us in helping us recruit managers so we can get these Bibles in the hands of people. Well, Justin, I want to thank you for the support you've given to the Darrs, and I want to encourage you to prayerfully consider how you can continue that support in helping them recruit a new generation of managers and administrators for us. And Justin, I don't really know you that much, just a little bit of what Michael told me about you. And I don't really know what you're doing with your time and your talents, but I do know this, that God can use you to make an eternal difference in the lives of millions of people around the world as you give your support to Michael and Julie Darr. Well, thanks for letting me share a little bit of the impact of what the Darrs are going to be doing in Bible translation. God bless.